Welcome to Oath&Ink Academy. California has one of the most structured notary licensing processes in the country, with a required course, a state exam, and a full background check. This lesson walks you through each step, from eligibility to your first day as a commissioned notary, along with where your authority begins and ends. By the end, you'll know exactly what it takes to get commissioned in California. Let's get started. Let's break this down. Becoming a California notary involves 6 steps: meeting eligibility requirements, completing a 6-hour course, passing the state exam, clearing a thorough background check, securing your bond, and filing your oath with the county. What does this actually mean in real situations? It means California's process takes noticeably longer than many other states, so understanding each requirement upfront helps you budget your time and avoid delays along the way. Here's what to know about eligibility. You must be at least 18 years old and a legal resident of the California county where you file your oath of office. One thing many beginners overlook is that residency is tied specifically to that county, not just the state. Certain criminal convictions, especially those involving fraud or dishonesty, can disqualify an applicant, though each case is reviewed individually during the background check. Now let's look at your education course. First-time applicants must complete a state-approved 6-hour course covering California notary law, procedures, and professional ethics. This becomes important because simply reading the official handbook on your own isn't enough to satisfy the requirement. Why is this step often misunderstood? Because renewing notaries assume they need the same course again. In reality, notaries renewing on time only need a shorter 3-hour refresher, not the full 6-hour class. Another important point: after your course, you must pass the California Notary Public examination, a proctored 45-question test requiring 70% to pass within an hour. This is where many people become confused, because 5 of the questions are unscored pilot questions you won't be able to identify. After passing, you'll complete live scan fingerprinting for a background check through the Department of Justice and FBI before your application can move forward. Here's where it can get confusing. A California notary can verify identity, witness signatures, and complete acknowledgments and jurats, but cannot give legal advice, draft documents, or tell someone which form to use. That's the unauthorized practice of law. What could happen if this is skipped? Even a well-meaning explanation of a document's legal effect can expose you to discipline or legal liability. When legal guidance is needed, refer clients to a licensed attorney. One thing many beginners overlook is submitting an incomplete or inaccurate application, which is one of the state's most common grounds for delay or outright denial of the request. Other common mistakes include missing the fingerprinting appointment window, forgetting to disclose a prior arrest or conviction, and letting a commission lapse before renewing. This is where many people become confused, because a lapse commission requires the full 6-hour course all over again. This becomes important because your bond, seal, and journal are what make your commission usable day to day. California requires a $15,000 surety bond, an official seal listing your name, commission number, and county, and a sequential record book for every notarial act. What does this actually mean in real situations? It means a thumbprint is also required in your journal for real estate documents and powers of attorney, so keep it on hand. Now let's look at remote online notarization in California. Unlike many other states, California's remote online notarization law was signed into effect, but isn't yet operative, with a scheduled start date of January 1st, 2030. Why is this step often misunderstood? Because notaries coming from other states assume remote online notarization is already available everywhere. In California right now, all notarizations must be performed in person, so plan your business model around traditional face-to-face signings. Let's recap. Becoming a California notary means meeting eligibility requirements, completing your 6-hour course, passing the state exam, clearing your background check, and securing your bond before filing your oath. Another important point: know where the UPL boundary sits the moment you're commissioned. What does this actually mean in real situations? It means you can start serving your community confidently within the rules that protect both you and your clients. Thank you for joining this lesson. Stay professional, stay precise, and keep serving your community with excellence. Subscribe to Oath&Ink Academy for more professional education.